Welcome back to the channel. Sean Page HBK from D Sweet Deals. Decided to do a video out in the elements today. Change of scenery. We are out at one of the kids' track practice. Better scenery, get some fresh air, get some mental relaxation, if you want to call it that. So in this video, we're basically gonna go over what I've been doing for the last week and a half since the last video. If it is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Help us move up in the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, as I was saying, in the last video I showed you guys how I was using AI to basically be my employees and break down a schedule, work schedule, day by day of what I should be doing, and just to help me navigate my schedule of the business, since I'm part-time and I'm basically doing most of this stuff by myself. So the AI has become the employee. We're using different systems to knock out different things, which works great. So I've basically been testing different ways of using the AI systems, especially ChatGPT. I'm always answering him a bunch of things on how to improve the business. And some things you have to look into. Not everything works, but I've learned that if you speak to ChatGPT as if it was another human being, it can bounce ideas off of you and give you step-by-step breakdowns of where you need to be looking for certain things. Now, as a part-timer, I've been doing entrepreneurship for years. I've always had the entrepreneurship mindsets since high school. I had different goals of where I wanted to be in life at the age I'm at now, which didn't kind of pan out, but it's a work in progress. I've had multiple business ventures that I've been into. Some worked and some failed, and we're here today with the current two businesses that I'm running, between the between the reselling and then the embroidery business. Now with the times, you always got to learn how to adapt. And like every YouTuber has told you guys, not everything you see in a YouTuber's life is actually what's going on. We can only be showing you the good and not the hard times. I try to balance it out between the good and the bad. And it's not all cakes and gravy. It is hard. I've been burning out on a consistent rate. And I would say, because I'm a family man and it's not just me on my own, my time has to be divided differently how I run the business. So with that, it's a little bit tricky. Single entrepreneurs can move around and do things at a higher pace or higher rate than I can, because they have, I'm not going to say they have less on their plate, but they kind of do. They don't have to worry about themselves. They don't have to worry about the kids or the wife or anything else, so they can maneuver a little bit better. So that's where I'm at. I've got to be parent, husband, work a full-time job, and then do entrepreneurship. But AI is helping to balance all that out. It's stressful sometimes, but we make it work. I'm not the one that gives up. So, that's a little venting on my side, but right now, what we've done so far today was worked on new designs for the embroidery. Once I leave this practice here, we're gonna go jump onto the computer. I'm gonna show you some more conversations I've had with ChatGPT on developing the 3 business models that I'm currently working on. One is real estate investing, the other is reselling the sneakers, and the third is the embroidery. So I've kind of had a discussion with ChatGPT on how to build each one of those businesses, and also I broke it down to the point where I'm asking what is the need in each niche, and what problem am I solving by going this route within the real estate business and the embroidery business and then the resale business. Now, every business has to adapt. As the time goes on, things change. It becomes harder to enter into a particular business. As you can see with the sneaker reselling, we were at an all-time high before the pandemic, and after the pandemic, everything changed. Society changed, the way people spend money changed, the way how you get your supplies have either gotten more expensive, or some of those supply chains went out of business. So it's all about adapting, and that's what we're gonna show you with the incorporating of artificial intelligence into your business systems. So hopefully my journey will help some of you in your journey. So with that being said, let's move on to the computer. Saying I basically went on ChatGPT, gave it a command, and basically I spoke to ChatGPT like if I was talking to another um, financial advisor or a co-worker or anyone that's involved in business. I spoke to ChatGPT of where I wanted my goals to be. So basic breakdown of the question that I answered and how I wanted it to help me with this goal was, I told it basically I wanted to be a wealthy entrepreneur, and I have 3 businesses, and those 3 businesses basically are real estate investing, my embroidery business, and my reselling business. And I wanted it to show me how can I grow it in the next 2 to 5 years. And this is basically the first response. As you can see, it says to grow your 3 home-based business, real estate investing, reselling shoes, embroidery, and make it profitable over the next 2 to 5 years. It basically said we need to address the evolving market needs within each industry. And here is a breakdown of the strategies based on the current trends. Now, with anything with AI, yes, it can be on point most of the time, but sometimes you do need to do more in-depth research and then follow through what the AI is doing. But the AI will definitely get you pointed in the right directions of where you want to go about your business, depending on how you want to do your business. So it basically broke it down in each group. So we have the real estate investing. It gave me the market need. It gave me a strategy to follow. And then it went on to the next topic, which was reselling pre-owned shoes and sneakers. And it did the same for that. The market need, a strategy to scale up, and the same exact thing for embroidery, the embroidery business. It went for the market need, and then it gave a strategy. Strategy here is focus on offering unique, customizable product like personalized embroidery and patches. Scaling your business could involve targeting niche markets like small business needed to brand merchandise or influence needed in custom apparel. Like I said, it can point you in the right direction, but some of this stuff you should do more in-depth research. And within the strategy, it gave me building a Shopify store, it gave me automated marketing, it gave me a website to use to do the automated marketing. And it even gave me some insight on what type of designs to use with the embroidery. And I'm sure it did that with the sneakers also. Yeah, even with the sneakers, they gave you the different platforms to sell on and do research on: StockX, eBay's, authentication. Ugh, don't mind my mumbling up this damn word. Authentication services. Yeah, that's gonna take work, but whatever. You guys kind of catch the drift of what I'm saying. So this is a strategy that you can employ. Like I said, it depends on how you talk to ChatGPT, of how it's going to answer. The more in-depth information you give ChatGPT, the better the answer it will give you. So I broke it down again. I told it to give me a blueprint of how to implement these ideas to generate $1,000 yearly starting today. And it basically gave me a breakdown for that. So let's see. For real estate investing, it gave me, the goal was to generate at least $30,000 from real estate annually. It said focus on distressed properties, and it gave a breakdown of what that is, where to find the distressed properties. It gave leverage tax incentives. Then it went after rental income. Say rent out the property instead of flipping it. Then we went into property management automation. Now, if any of you guys have did any type of real estate investing, this is pretty much on point to some of the strategies that are done in real estate investing. I myself had did some real estate investing before starting my other two businesses, so these were some of the things I did look for when I was doing real estate investment like full time. For reselling pre-owned shoes, we got the goal was to generate $35,000 annually. So basically, they're breaking down each business to pull in a certain amount to hit that $100,000 goal, which is pretty smart. So for reselling the pre-owned shoes, we have a inventory strategy, which is aim to list 10 to 15 high demand pairs weekly. We got the authentication for high value sales. We got expand marketplace research and outsource logistics. So with each goal, there's steps of what needs to be done to get to that goal of the 35,000. And last but not least, the embroidery business, which is supposed to generate another 35,000 annually. We have the different steps or high volume orders, niche customization, automated marketing with Clavio, which is marketing site or system. And then it says expand your product range, and it gives different products that we can make to pull in some of that money. Then it also has use Shopify and Etsy SEO. Optimize your Shopify and Etsy store. Okay, so what if you wanted to take this a little bit more in depth? So we have to answer something else. Before I jump ahead, we still had two more things on there. That $100,000 goal. We had a time management and scaling action plan, daily, weekly schedule, outsourcing, leveraging tools. And then we also had a financial management plan. So after all that's broken down for the 100,000, I had asked it to give me a day-to-day plan for 2 weeks. This is me breaking down this plan even further, even more, to help me scale my businesses. So now we have a week 1 and a day-to-day schedule. And if you notice with this week 1 schedule, day 1 is real estate investing, day 2 is sneaker reselling, day 3 is embroidery. So every day is a different business we're working on. Day 4 we're back to real estate, day 5 we're back to sneaker reselling, day 6 is embroidery again. And then on the final day, 7, is rest and review. Review your progress for the week, track your sales metrics for your sneakers and custom orders, adjust pricing strategy if needed. And then we start it all over again for week 2. Again, each day is a different business, different strategies that you're working on. And I don't think they're repeating either. Like, let's go back to the first week. Yeah, each day that they have us working on the different business, it's not the same type of work that we're doing within the business. Like, they switched it up for different tasks to be done on different days. So, which is pretty good. Something like this can be followed exactly as it says, but like I said, you always have to do your research. Make sure you do your research before you fully implement these plans. Now, it has it broken down to time allocation for each business also. And as you can see, real estate, 3 days a week, focus on deals and analysis, networking, and moving towards purchasing. Sneakers, 2 days a week for sourcing, listing, and expanding your online presence. Embroidery is 2 days a week for marketing, order fulfillment, and product expansion. I mean, it is a pretty aggressive schedule for 3 different businesses. And in actuality, you would want some type of a partner or employees that helps take away some of the work that you need to do within each 3 of these businesses. But like I said, the AIs are our employees now, so we have to figure out ways to have the AI take some of the stress of doing all this yourself and getting it automated so it's less hectic for you until you can fill those positions for someone else to be doing the actual work in each business. Got to run it like a CEO, pretty much. Now, let's say we have this whole plan. What's next? What else can we get the AI to do for us? We can get the AI to show us ways to build capital. And that was exactly what I answered. I need startup capital. How would we go about that if we have no savings or credit is maxed out? And it basically threw me over to crowdfunding platforms and the strategy behind it, peer-to-peer lending and the strategy behind that, microloans and business grants. And always go to friends and family, and it tells you how to approach that strategy. Bartering and partnerships, and selling non-core assets, side hustles for short-term cash, and angel investors, revenue-based financing, and then it gives you immediate next steps, which would be create a detailed business plan, launch your crowdfunding campaign, apply for microloans and grants, cut costs, generate cash. So you guys basically see where I'm going here with using ChatGPT as, or should I say, we're talking to ChatGPT like it's a regular person, like someone you would lean on to help build your business. And if you think about it that way and you give it your responses within that manner, you can have a full breakdown, even maybe a business plan that the AIs will help you build. And the goal here with this is to try to follow these in step in detail and see if we can actually hit that $100,000 goal or scale our business higher. So guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Sean Bajan HBK signing off. Hopefully these hacks give you hopefully these hacks help your business build a little better. Until next time, guys.